Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, everybody. Hey, Moon Gems. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to today's episode of the Social Media Family Meeting. And this is the 10th episode since it started on the 3rd of August 2022. And the goal of the Social Media Family Meeting is to um, educate as far as entrepreneurship, business, and investing is concerned. So every Wednesday we meet by 3 p.m. Nigerian time, GMT plus one. If you're joining from other time zones, and for 30 minutes to 45 minutes, I try to um, have explain some things. Maybe it's entrepreneurship, maybe it's business, but every last Wednesday of every month is exclusively dedicated to real estate investing. Okay, real estate investing. And today we're going to be talking about real estate investing in Nigeria. You know, um, I always say this, that I wish I had someone in my family or someone from my childhood who could have sowed the seed of real estate investing, or maybe who knew enough to know that real estate investing is the most superior part to becoming an investor, or the most superior part to um, economic power. I wish I had someone from my childhood say that to me, or even someone from my teenage, whilst I was a teenager. But I had to figure it out myself along the line, right? So, and because I was able to stumble upon I felt that your news is now upon me to educate as many people as possible, because it is absolutely possible for you to achieve financial freedom in a decade. It's absolutely possible for you to achieve financial freedom in 15 years. I'm already on my path to financial freedom, and what I've been able to accomplish in just 3 years of my being in real estate is phenomenal. I mean, if you mind me saying it myself, it's phenomenal, and I'm just scratching the surface. So today we want to talk about real estate investing in Nigeria. I tell people that despite the fact that there is a lot of bad news being broadcasted by the bloggers, the ignorant bloggers, that's what I call them. Armchair journalists, armchair journalism. That's what we call them in journalism. Yeah. Despite all of those bad news, insurgency, Nigeria still remains the freest economy in the world. It still remains the freest economy in the world. It still remains the economy with one of the highest potential in the world, Nigerian economy. Now, a couple of years ago, I read a book by Robert Kiyosaki titled "Rich Dad Poor Dad," and then in that book, I got to find out that there is also another book called Cash Flow Quadrant. So I've read those two books, and one of my biggest takeaway from those books is the concept of cash flow quadrants. Okay, it says that there are four quadrants that controls the economy of any individual or the economy of any nation. Yeah. So he said that the first set of people are employees. So if you're an employee, you earn some kind of salary every month, and if you don't go to work, you cannot earn salary. If you don't have a job, you can't earn a salary. Then he said the second set of people are self-employed, right? So yeah, self-employed, you're a self-employed person. You're more or less like are in control of your time. But if you are trying to toy with me, business owners are folks who have been able to build a system, right, such that they can disappear 30 days of the year and nothing will happen to their business. Their business will not suffer. They've been able to set up a system and structures to power their business with or without their direct input, right? Business owners. Then He said the final quadrant is the quadrant of the investor. And he said that, number one, the fastest way or the fastest route to becoming economically free, to becoming financially free, is via the route of an investor. And he said that everyone, at any point in time should set a target as to when they are going to become investors. Okay? Because the faster you get to becoming an investor, the easier it is for you to pivot your way to economic freedom, economic and financial freedom. And he also said that investors are the controllers, the chief controllers of any economy. Mr. Maker, thank you so much. Welcome. Investors are the controllers of any economy. If you are going to, for instance, a lot of people, I mean, they just said that they have placed a permanent ban on Nigerians who wants to travel to Dubai. I couldn't care less. I've never fancied all those, relocating anyways. Because I mean, I'm an entrepreneur. I see through the lens of an entrepreneur. I see massive opportunities in this country. Why would I want to relocate? That's not to throw any shades on anyone who have relocated, but I'm saying that I mean, in those countries that you are right now, as a Nigerian, they can just come up with any policy that will be detrimental to you. You're not a citizen of that country, yeah? But I'm not, that's not what I'm talking about right now. But I'm just saying that it's pretty important for you to understand that this country, I mean, a lot of our Nigerians are jackpying, and a lot of expatriates are coming to Nigeria to set up, to bring in millions of dollars to, set up their Nigerian factory, their African factory, the African branch of their country, their Nigerian branch of their company, global organizations. Is it that these people are dumb? They just want to throw money away? It's because they can truly see. I mean, business people, business entrepreneurs and business people, they know how to recognize opportunities when they see one. I mean, I've had the privilege of picking expatriates from the airport. And as you are driving them from the airport through the hinterlands of Lagos into outskirts of Lagos, all they keep saying is, man, you just see opportunities everywhere. Whereas we that have been living here all our lives are blind to those opportunities. Anyways, back to the discussion. Real estate is one of the easiest way to become an investor. Real estate is one of the easiest way to become an investor. Okay, for you to become an investor who is going to make it big in the stock market, you need a lot of education. You need a lot of mastery, But for real estate, you only need someone to guide you. You just need an investment consultant like myself. I tell individuals, adults, whether single or married, I tell them that, see, if you have a big dream, if you have a big vision, even if you're an entrepreneur, you still need the presence of an investment consultant in your life. Because see, if you don't have the investment acumen that is required to pivot even your business, you are not going to pivot your business. I tell Nigerians that, see, try your best to at least once in a month to have a serious conversation with an investment consultant. There is no higher economic status that you can operate at other than the economic status of an investor. No other status is higher than it. So your goal, whether you're an investor right now or not, for instance, if you're not an investor yet, you're an investor if you have invested your first money. If you have ever at any time invested money in some kind of investment package, asset or whatever it is, that's what makes you an investor, right? But if peradventure you are not yet an investor, yeah, you've not yet become an investor, it should be your goal. Because you know that the moment you become an investor, the moment you truly become an investor, you have attained the highest hierarchy of the economic infrastructure. Yeah, we know that. I mean, being an investor varies. Investor, an investor of 500,000 naira is different from an investor of $500 billion. Yeah, but an investor is an investor. An investor who today has a net worth of maybe $100 billion or maybe 100 million naira probably started with $3,000. I hear Grant Cardone, a real estate investment company owner, started with $3,000. Today he has over $5 billion assets. His company is managing over $5 billion assets. Yeah, and I mean he has projections of taking it to 100 billion, taking it to 300 billion. He has projections, but he started with $3,000. It's important, even if you are broke right now, so long as you're an adult, even a teenager can start thinking of this. How much more if you're an adult? Your goal, your gaze should be, okay, when am I going to become an investor? Not asking questions such as, me that I came from poverty. It's only people that have money that can invest. Okay, the people that have the money, how did they get the money? Or do you want to say, it's only people that inherited wealth that can invest? No, there are hundreds of thousands of investors today who didn't come from wealth. There are hundreds of thousands, literally, going into maybe the millions of investors today who didn't come from wealth. So you're, first of all, having an intention that, since being an investor is the highest economic status anyone can operate at, then the next question is, okay, how do I become an investor? And these are some of the proactive conversations you're going to be having with investment consultants. If you know any realtor who knows their onions, if you know any real estate consultant, if you know any real estate investment consultant, have conversations with these people. Let them schedule a meeting with you. There is so much information that you can get your hands on that will pivot your wealth game, that will pivot your economic game, that will pivot your financial game. So the question is, okay, am I an investor? Yes or no? If yes, good. What is my net worth right now as an investor? So if I can say, my net worth right now as an investor is 22 million, good. Okay, how can I take that to 100 million? Or how can I take that to 50 million? Am I an investor right now? No. Okay, I'm not an investor yet. So what does it take to become an investor? These are the typical questions you ask investment consultants. What would it take? All the people that have become investors. I mean, investment consultants have a couple of people who became first-time investors under their watch, and then they've been investors, for the past 1 year, for the past 5 years, for the past 10 years, for the past 25 years. Depending on the peculiar case of the individual investor. When we talk about financial freedom, there is a figure. There is a mathematically calculated figure, right? These are some of the figure an investment consultant will help you come up with. So long as you can come up with your financial freedom figure, it will pump you up to want to go the extra mile to quickly achieve it. Because see, I'm not in pursuit of money. I'm in pursuit of the freedom that money can help me make happen. Okay? Money is not why I'm doing what I'm doing. Freedom is why I'm doing what I'm doing. And I feel that every individual, every progressive mind should pay attention to this as well. See, everything is economics. We live in an economically powered world. And if you're not proactively trying to pivot your economic game, you are wrong. You are doing yourself a great disservice. It is what it is. Every Friday, I organize an in-house Zoom meeting with Nigerians who are investment conscious, Nigerians who are interested in pivoting their wealth game, Nigerians who want to take their wealth to the next level. Every Friday, Nigerians both home and abroad. Because see, day in, day out, I'm always scouting the marketplace, the real estate marketplace, for the sweetest properties that will bring the highest return on investment in the shortest period of time. So these are the properties and these are the information that I give to Nigerians, investment conscious Nigerians. Maybe they've never invested before, but they want to become a first time investor, right? Or they've invested, they're already investors. They now want to take their investment portfolio to the next level. It's my job. That's what I do every Friday, in a Zoom meeting. We've had two of such right now. We're going to be having another one. Okay, is Adelaide is in any particular city? Lagos, Abuja, Asaba, and Dubai. Those are my 4 focus. Lagos, Abuja, Asaba, and Dubai. Those are the. I'm currently entering US because I'm currently signing an agreement with one of the largest brokerage firms, real estate brokerage firms in the US. So they want me to be their eye in Nigeria. So the US will be a part of it soonest. But currently it's Lagos, Abuja, Asaba, and Dubai. Yeah. So it's pretty important. If you say you have a vision, if you say you have a dream, and you are not proactively paying attention to your economic pivoting, the rulers of this world are those with the highest economic power. The reason these technocrats, all these billionaires, these technology billionaires could pull a stunt on the whole world in 2022 with you know what I'm talking about, with the pandemic. The reason they could pull that kind of stunt and go away with it was because they control billions of dollars. And it's the same way at microcosmic levels. If you are not paying attention to your economic pivoting, it's on you. It's your fault. It's nobody's fault. I live in Nigeria. I'm 37 years old. I've lived in Nigeria all my life, even though I've traveled to a couple of African countries, Rwanda, Africa. If I'm going to, I'm an entrepreneur, and my definition of entrepreneurship is the art of problem solving. If I'm going to solve a problem, then I have to be at the epicenter of that problem to be able to solve it. Otherwise, I won't be able to solve it. Yeah. So real estate is something that every progressive mind should be paying attention to. Even if you don't have money right now, it doesn't matter. See, when somebody introduces someone to me that, oh, the person wants to invest in real estate, one of the first things I tell them is, see, I'm not here to make money from you. I'm here to be your investment partner, investment body for at least 1 decade. I want to sit down with you and come up with a framework to take your current wealth or your current resources, your current financial resources to the next level. The question I'm here to answer to you is, okay, how long will it take me to double your current wealth? And once I've doubled it, how long will it take me to double it again? And once I've doubled it, how long will it take me to double it again? That is the question. That is the question I'm always proactively trying to answer when it comes to my client, my investors. That is the question. I'm not there to do any fluff. I'm not there to just be their partner or investment consultant. I'm there to double their wealth. If it will take me 1 year to double their wealth, so be it. If it will take me 6 months to double their wealth, so be it. If it will take me 24 months to double their wealth, that is the game for me, as far as I'm concerned. That is the game. That is why I'm an investment consultant. And so if you as an individual, you say you are a progressive mind, you say you have a dream, you say you have a vision, and you are not paying attention to your economic pivoting, you are wrong. And you are doing yourself a great disservice, which is one of the reasons why I do what I do. one of the reasons why I put myself out there. You know, I'm on Facebook, I'm on Instagram, I'm on LinkedIn, I'm on YouTube, I'm on TikTok, I'm on Twitter, just to ensure that nobody has any excuse to not get their hands on the right information that can help pivot their economic process, their economic game. Pretty important. So, whatever economic status you function at right now, your goal should be to become an investor. And once you become an investor, to keep becoming a more and more robust investor. That's the goal, right? And if you have never calculated your financial freedom figure, then you need to consult my service. If you have never calculated your financial freedom figure, I know how to help you calculate that. So consult me. Let's have a one-on-one, right? One-on-one discovery session, economic discovery session, you know, for 1 hour on Zoom. And I will show you how to go about calculating your financial freedom figure. The moment you have that figure, Adelaide says, I agree. If you are really serious about your dreams, you would have a plan for your financial status. That's key. Absolutely, absolutely. You know, absolutely. So pretty important that we begin to pay attention to this. You know, I don't want to talk too much in this particular episode. Just know that if you have not started paying attention to real estate, know that right now is the best time to begin to pay attention to it. Of course, the first best time to have started paying attention to real estate was before now, 20 years ago, 10 years ago, 5 years ago, 2 years ago. But if you have not really paid attention before now is the next best time to begin to pay attention to it. And once you begin to pay attention to it, you would now start slapping yourself that how come I didn't know these things? How come I wasn't aware that real estate could really change my economic game like this, right? So, but if you don't have an investment consultant like myself, I mean, I don't charge you anything to be your investment consultant. I don't charge you nothing, you know, and by the time we can have, you know, 2 or 3 or 4 different sessions, I mean, your eyes will open and you will know that you need to begin to really pay attention to real estate, right? So pretty important that we understand that real estate can really change our economic game. It's the simplest asset class that would help you change in, you know, investing in real estate either in Lagos, Abuja, Asaba, or Dubai. And this is I'm seizing this opportunity to send you guys an invite. Oh, send me a DM so that I can send you the link, the Zoom link. It's by 3 p.m. Nigerian time, 3 p.m. Nigerian time, and I want you to know that somebody just hijacked my. So I want you to know that I would help you create a 10-year plan, a 10-year plan for you know, pivoting your economy game, right? That is what I do for my investors. That is what I do for my clients, right? So does anybody have any question? If you have any question, now is the time to ask it. Does anybody have any question? Any question? Any question? This person that came live and says, hello, my people, please kindly help me with any amount. I don't have anything to eat. You are jobless. The same data that you are using to be begging on social media shamelessly is the same data that somebody like myself is using to make money legitimately. Instead of you to go and learn how to make money online, you are begging people for money online. That is shameless. That is shameless. In case you don't know, that is shameless. And this same way, I'm sure you go into people's DM to be sending this kind of message. The same data that people are using to make millions of naira every month is the same data you have at your disposal, but you are creatively lazy to use it to make money legitimately. How do you choose niche for real estate? Okay. The way you choose is by testing the waters. You must first of all test the waters. You can either decide that you want to focus on just land, um, you know, land investments, or you want to focus on just selling of houses, or you want to focus on rental income, right? So it depends. It depends. But either way, how you're going to master any of those niches is when you come closer to someone who is mastering any of those niches. And then maybe you try to learn from them. Yeah. So there is a lot we can discuss. Maybe you should join my forthcoming Zoom meeting. Any other question? I hope I answered the question. Super fantastic realtor. Any other question before I call it a day? So every Wednesday we meet, we choose, a topic that has to do with entrepreneurship or business or investment. Of course, investment is usually every last Wednesday. So, sorry, real estate investments. I don't talk about any other investment apart from real estate investment. So, every last Wednesday of the month is dedicated to real estate investing, right? So, I think next month I'm going to be talking about how you can invest in Dubai. Okay, the last Wednesday of November, I'm going to be talking about how you can invest in Dubai. So, send me a DM if you are looking to invest in Lagos or Abuja or Asaba or Dubai, so that you can join the Zoom meeting that is coming up this Friday by 10 p.m. Nigerian time. So if there's no other question, then this is where I'm going to be joining the curtains for this episode. So thank you everyone for joining. Kindly help me spread the word. Every Wednesday, I come up with very, very useful information that you can deploy in your business, whether you're an entrepreneur, a solo entrepreneur, or you're a CEO. There's usually one thing that I'm talking about that can be of help to your business. So thank you everybody for joining. See you next week, Wednesday. Peace.